Hello, everyone, and welcome into the Max Stern Athletic Center for today's matinee edition of Maccabees basketball. Today, it's the Nichols Bison coming in to face the YU Maccabees. I'm Charlie Bendheim, alongside Yosef Silver. And Yosef, let's get right into it. How have these teams done over the past week?
So the Max last night went against NYU here in the Max Stern Athletic Center. They showed flashes of what they could be, highlighted by a 20-3 run at the end of the first half. We saw the emergence of Ben Haber, who could become a key contributor for the Maccabees down the stretch. But ultimately, their star power and three-point shooting at 59% was just too much for the Maccabees to handle. As for Nichols, this past Tuesday, they went against St. Joe's, the same St. Joe's that the Max played in the first game, and they lost 77-70. Then Thursday, they brought it back to back home against Anna Marie, where after a close nail-biter, back and forth, they wound up defeating Anna Marie 65-60.
And who are the key players to watch for both teams tonight?
So for the Max, it starts with their big three: Max Snackheim, Arsenjevsky, and Zevi Samit. We've seen good performances from both of them, but we haven't really seen all three of them click at the same time. All three of them are going to have to play well in order to beat this good Nichols team. As in terms of Nichols, you got to watch number 0, Tavon Jones, and number 13, Michael Dering. Tavon Jones is averaging 27 points, 10 rebounds. He was named to D3hoops.com's Team of the Week. He's really a star player for these Bison. And number 13, Michael Dering, he's a D1 transfer. He started over 50 games for Merrimack, and he's a really sharp shooting guard. The Max are going to have to watch him from beyond the arc.
So what are the keys to today's game?
I think it goes down to stopping the Bison in transition. The Max really struggled last night in transition, and the Bison are a high-flying offense. That's kind of what they like to do. The Max are going to have to limit their transition opportunities. Additionally, they're going to have, in the half-court offense for the Bison, the Max are going to have to watch the dribble and drive that the Nichols likes to play. We see this all the time with different teams in Skyline. We saw it with NYU last night. They're going to have to be aware on their defensive rotations to make sure that guys are in the right position and they're not leaving anybody open. And thirdly, offensively for the Max, is that Nichols plays an aggressive 2-3 zone. We've seen the Max struggle against zones.
Coming up after these short commercial breaks, we have lineups, we have basketball. You're not going to want to miss it. Don't go anywhere.
Glimpse into the lives of 5 single modern Orthodox men and women navigating life, love, and religion in Jerusalem in the acclaimed television series from Israel, Srulovich.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center, where the Nichols Bison are about to take on the Yeshiva University Maccabees. We're excited to announce that in addition to our regular broadcast of Max Live on the Max Live YouTube channel and MaxLive.com, we will also be broadcasting this season of Max Live on the Jewish Broadcasting Service, JBS. And we'll continue this read after the ceremony and the national anthems.
And your Yeshiva University Maccabees. Before we start today's game, We ask everyone to please remain standing. The national anthem, the United States and Israel, Pancer Freeman, from the Bendheim School of Jewish Music.
Right and bright.
renditions of the national anthem. As I was saying before, that we are excited to announce that in addition to our regular broadcast of Max Live on Max Live YouTube channel and MaxLive.com, we're also broadcasting this season on Max Live on the Jewish Broadcasting Service, that's JBS. This means that all our home games will be seen by a whole new nationwide audience, available on virtually every cable television provider, along with streaming on Roku, Amazon, Fire TV, and on their website. So we appreciate that partnership and look forward to kicking off the season. Now the YU Admissions is the sponsor of the starting lineups. As you start your college journey, make sure you visit us online to check out all the great virtual events and opportunities we have for YU students and how you too can be a Maccabee. We are going to start with the visiting Nichols Bison. The starters are as follows: number 0, Tavon Jones; number 1, Nate Duckworth; number 11, Dominic Mello; number 13, Michael Daring; and number 34, Jason Afkarsik. Now, Yosef, who are we to look out for on this Nichols team? I know you mentioned it a little bit during the pregame, but maybe go into it a little bit more right now.
Yeah, so it really all starts with Tavon Jones for them. He's really just a dynamic scorer. He loves getting to the basket. He's averaging 11.25 free throw attempts per game. Now, his percentage hasn't been great. Talking to Coach Erickson before the game, he wants Tavon to improve on that. But for now, the Macs are going to have to make sure that he doesn't get to the basket.
Now for the home Yeshiva University Maccabees, number 12, Zevi Samit; number 13, Roy Ikovich; number 15, Boris Lejewski; number 22, Dotan Berdichev; and number 23, Max Zakon. The same starting 5 from last night against NYU.
Yeah, it's the same starting 5, and they actually played pretty well last night. Some guys struggled more than others. Hopefully we get a little bit of a rebound game from Max. Although Max was still able to get 7 assists last night, so even though he realized that the shot wasn't falling, he was still able to contribute.
Well, the interesting point about Max Zakon is, although he doesn't necessarily have the best scoring night all the time, he's just such a good ball handler, and he's really the catalyst of this YU offense. He's the guy who probably Coach Steinmetz wants with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, definitely. Max is definitely the leader of this team offensively, obviously coming down with the ball in his hands as the point guard. But he's able to so dynamic, able to do so many things, shoot from 3, he can drive, he's just a great player.
All right, we're just about ready to get going. Teams just exchanging pre-game pleasantries. Afkarsik against Sanjevsky on the tip-off. And the Bison will start with the basketball. Nate Duckworth. Salmon on him. And a steal by Max Zakon. He's going to take it himself and finish with the right hand.
That's what we were talking about with Max. Always so dynamic offensively, but defensively too. And then once he's going downhill, you just can't stop him.
Mello. Now it's Daring. Duckworth decided against shooting the 3. Takes it inside. Tavon Jones. And he's going to get called for a walk. So sloppy play by the Bison to open up this game.
Yeah, that's something they got to be careful of. They like moving high tempo, high flying offense, but you always got to be careful with the basketball first.
Gav Landau into the game. I guess he started. Roy not starting tonight. My apologies on the starting 5.
I guess it's faulty with Bison coaches.
And he's got it down low. Zevi, catch and shoot. Automatic.
That's what the Macs are looking for. Good penetration by Gav. Found Zevi open on the wing, and if Simon's hitting, it's going to be a good trade for Yeshiva.
It's going to be interesting to see how the Macs can play today. They're obviously coming off a game last night. Have to be a little bit tired. It was a very high-flying, intense game. The score not really indicative of how well and how hard the Maccabees played. Yeah,
they played a really hard game last night. Speaking to Coach Steinmetz, he said he may play the guys in shorter spurts to save their energy. Because that's a crazy 3 from Tavon Jones.
Tavon Jones puts his hands up like, you know what, it went in. If it fits, it chips.
Exactly.
Berdichev, free throw line jumper, no good. And back comes Dominic Mello. Cross court, wow. Beautiful alley-oop style finish by Afkarsik.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about with their high-flying transition offense. The Macs got to be careful coming on the way back. Be more alert.
Max doing a solid job right now, working that ball inside to Dotan. He's got it, cross court to Samit. Or Gav, ball poked from behind by Jones. It'll stay with the Maccabees. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
I really like what I'm seeing from Yeshiva so far on offense. We spoke earlier in the game about making sure that they stay patient and that they pass the ball, and they've really been sticking to that through the first 2 minutes here or so.
All right, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Sam's going to have to hurry. Doubled. Orr's going to put up a deep three. He can hit him, and he's got it.
He's a bad man, Orr.
He's never scared to pull it. As Jones now takes it at him, swings corner off Karsick. That's a three. Rolls around the rim, no good. Berditchev skies for the board.
Max kind of got bailed out a little bit over there, but that's what we're talking about with defensive rotations. You can't leave the guy open in the corner.
Zachary now on the catch. Zachary blow by, gets to his spot, floater, bottom. 10-5 Maccabees.
After we were talking about Zachire's struggles earlier in the game, he's got a bunch of points for Yeshiva already.
Michael Daring now out to Jones. He'll try a deep three. Used the glass last time. This time he doesn't need any. He does a little celly walking down the court. Landau. Surveys, gets it into Dotan to a cutting Samet. Scoop layup is good.
Great cut there by Samet and good find by Dotan down under the hoop.
And the Bison are letting that ball into the middle a little too easily right now. It's breaking their, now what looks like a 3-2 zone. Duckworth off Karsick. Dotan on him. Back out to Duckworth. Jones. And Orr's going to get called for a blocking foul.
Yeah, he's got to keep his feet moving over there. He knows that Jones really wants to cut in. He's got to watch the drive always with Tavon Jones.
It's Nate Duckworth. Berditchev switches onto him. Jones takes it at Orr. Ball loose. Zachheim's got it. And here come the Macs. He's got Samet to his left. He goes that way. Scoop lay is good. Beautiful transition basketball by the Macs.
Yeah, you said it, Charlie. That's exactly what the Macs are looking for in transition.
Jones gets by a defender. Off Karsick. Down low. Uses the glass.
I don't know if that was Landau or Dotan who's got to pick up. Got to pick up off Karsick down low.
Dotan down low. Orr tries to get the baseline. Dangerous pass. Samet's got it. Orr with 10 seconds. Tries a deep three. Catch and shoot. Ooh-wee.
Another one of those deep threes from Orr Sanjevsky.
Right back comes Daring. And Orr's got the block. And the rebound. And he gets fouled. Orr Sanjevsky doing it on both ends of the floor. He looks a little shaken up. Maccabees hope that he's okay. He's going to take a break. Going to get checked out by the training staff. Roy Ikovich going to check in for him.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. He was doing really well for the Macs before that. And that's what we were talking about pregame. You know, we needed all three of those guys to step up, and they really have been.
Berditchev. Roy Samet wide open for three. And you really don't question that. It was going in the whole time. Someone's got to fix that net.
Yeah, that's got to be on everyone's scouting report. You can't leave him wide open from the corner.
Deshaun Nettles, number 23, checked into the game and right away goes at Dotan, flips it up and in.
They call him Hercules, and you could see there why. 6'8", 220. He could just do anything he wants inside.
Samet thought about a triple. Dotan. Zachheim driving right. Samet with 10 on the shot clock. Roy swung to Max, open for three. He's got it. Maccabees starting off this game really hot from the outside.
Yeah, that brings them up to 5 for 5 from three. It's exactly what you're looking for Coach Steinmetz. We've seen a lot of the games where the shots just aren't falling, and if anything, the opposite is happening here.
Berditchev taking this, ooh, nice drive blow by Mello. And Deshaun Nettles going to get called for a walk. Max Zachheim, solid defense there on the help. He had a tough job with the bigger Nettles, but did nicely to stay in front of him and force a travel.
Yeah, another example of Max's dynamic ability, both offensively and defensively.
Dotan gets the ball poked away from him. That was Mello. And here comes Kelly, number 4, Brent Kelly. Goes at Dotan, tough take, no good. Deshaun Nettles down low, cleans that up. Deshaun Nettles has made an instant impact off the bench for this Nichols team.
Yeah, he's a big, strong, physical forward, really tough. He had 4 offensive rebounds against Anne Marie, 5 in their first game of the season against Emmanuel, and he's just, the Macs really have to watch him on the offensive glass.
Zachary gets fouled. Sanjevsky checking back into the game. That's a good sight for Macs fans.
Yeah, for sure, especially the way he's played so far. 2 for 2 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 block.
Landau checking out. Minerick checking in. Along with Nate Duckworth. Michael Daring taking a seat. Along with Dominic Mello for the Bison. Or jockeying for position down low. Table gets pulled. Bison basketball.
It's good defense by Brent Kelly there. He's really a defensive specialist for them. So relentless defensively, as we saw there with Orr.
Brent Kelly, number 4, a really good ball handler. Doesn't start, but comes off the bench. Is always effective for this Bison team. A great option to have. He's got it now, and Max Zach, I'm going to get called for a kick. A smart kickball, though.
Yeah, that's one you take. They had Nettles wide open down low. It's a good awareness by Max to kick the foot out.
And Ben Haber checking back into the game. He earned these minutes last night, playing exceptionally well against NYU.
Yeah, Ben Haber was incredible. Relentless on the offensive glass. He was perfect from the floor except for one play towards the end where there was almost no time left on the shot clock. He just had to throw it up. But hopefully he can keep the momentum into today's game.
And it was his tenacious rebounding ability, especially off missed free throws by the Macs.
Yeah, he had 9 total rebounds, 5 offensive. Hopefully he can keep that up.
Zevi deflects the ball out of bounds. Macs playing well on the offensive end, have already 7 assists on the game.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about with the ball movement and patience. It's really paid off for the Macs, as this zone defense has given the Macs almost no trouble so far.
Haber on Duckworth. Jones with 8 on the shot clock, drives inside, lays it off for Nettles, who gets fouled.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass by Tavon Jones, but Roy's got to be careful over there. You got to know Tavon Jones wants to drive in, and you kind of just let him blow right by him.
First shot is good. Our trivia question of the day is who hit the Macs first shot in the Maxstone Athletic Center last season? Now tweet your answer with the hashtag MaxLiveTrivia. We're going to say the answer a little bit later on in the game. Both free throws good. Subscribe to Max Live on YouTube to make sure you do not miss any amazing Max games and highlights this season. Zachheim pumps in the corner, drives baseline. Nice job defensively there by the Bison. Orr catches and throws it right to Kelly. He'll take it on the fast break. Zachheim there on defense. He fouls Kelly, who will get 2 shots. Kelly did a good job of initiating that contact and then forcing Zachheim to kind of foul him.
Yeah, Max didn't like the call, but that is a blocking foul. It's smart, high IQ play by Kelly over there to slow down and initiate the contact.
If you want to receive Max news and updates, join our WhatsApp group chat. The link is in the description of this YouTube video. And if you want behind-the-scenes pictures and content you won't find anywhere else, be sure to follow @MaxLive on Instagram. So if you got the IG, hit us with a follow. You'll see some cool stuff. Effie Freundlich checking into the game. Zevi Samet checking out. Effie been extremely efficient this year.
Yeah, he had his first miss of the season last night, but his percentages are great. And he's really played well given the limited minutes for the Macs, both offensively and defensively.
Haber getting doubled, gives it off to Orr. Roy, he's got Zachheim, but he gives it off to Freundlich. Inside to Roy, that ball got deflected. Maccabees get it back.
Good awareness by Max to pick it up.
Haber pumps, extra pass, Roy. No good on the three. Effie skies for the rebound, athletic play. But throws it away to Kelly, who's always lurking, and he's gonna take it all by himself and finish with the right.
Yeah, a little bit of a crazy sequence there, but it was good, relentless rebounding by Freundlich as he was able to kick it out.
Max call a 30-second timeout, quick commercial break.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
Welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. A close battle going right now. Yeshiva up by a score of 23-20, but they sort of feel like they're playing better basketball.
Yeah, they've been doing really well this game, especially coming off last night against NYU. Nichols currently on an 8-0 run, the Max with a couple sloppy passes, but after this timeout by Coach Steinmetz, hopefully they're going to clean that up and continue the dominance on the offensive glass.
The Bison come out in a full court press. Max breaks it. To Orr now. Bison in a man. Zevi and Orr bump into each other. Somehow the Max still have possession. Pardon me, that was Effie and Orr. And Zachary can't handle the pass. So Nichols was in his zone. The Max did a good job of breaking that. And now they go to a man. And Jacob Roden looking to check in.
It's a good adjustment by Coach Erickson. They usually like to play the zone, but it clearly wasn't working. They moved to the man, and they're able to force a bad pass.
Effie now takes a seat. Inside. Nettles couldn't get the layup to go.
And Max kind of got bailed out by that one over there. You can't leave that guy wide open under the hoop.
Orr gets the dish from Roden. 3 too strong. Ball knocked out of bounds by Daring, so it'll stay with the Max. Ooh, dangerous inbounds pass.
Yeah, there's Hercules sticking out his arm, tipping it away.
Salmon and Landau checking back into the game. Haber and Zach on checking out.
The offense is clicking with Zevi on the floor. Coach Steinmetz putting him back in to see if they can get something going.
Roy, he loves that shot.
Yeah, and he'll take that all day. That's kind of his sweet spot over there.
Kelly attacking. Duckworth, Landau on him. Brings it inside to a cutting Daring, who gets the layup to go. Nice finish.
Yeah, Michael Daring is a dynamic scorer, former D1 starter at Merrimack. He should definitely make an impact here today.
Landau, that's a deep triple. Back iron. Roy skies for the rebound and gets fouled.
Going back to the shot from Landau, he's really struggled to shoot all season. I wonder if that's, I don't know if that's the smartest shot on the Max end.
First shot from Roy is no good. Now checking into the game is Simon Percy.
Percy's a really tall, long, athletic wing. He's just a freshman, but he's already started a game for them. Coach Erickson said he expects Percy to make a really big impact for them down the stretch.
Duckworth. Daring. Step back. 10 on the shot clock. Drive by. Tough look by Duckworth. No good.
Good help there from Gav Landau.
And now it's Salmon. So much focus has been on the zone. It looks like now they're back into his zone, or the Bison, as Roy misses the turnaround free throw line jump shot. The pump by Daring. Gets inside. Rises. Throws it off the glass. No good. Gets his own rebound twice. And the Bison have the ball. Duckworth pumps. Drives baseline. Shoveled inside. Percy puts it up and in.
Good ball movement there by Nichols. If you're the Max, you got to be way more careful on the offensive glass. I think that was 3, offensive rebounds by Michael Daring. He's not even the biggest guy. They got to be more alert.
Landau open for 3. This one he's got.
So just as we were talking about how he's struggling to shoot this season, he drills one there. It's got to be good for him to see. Hopefully he can string a couple together.
It's Kelly. Moves it to Daring in the corner. Too strong. Here comes Zevi Salmon. Or Landau, Roden, takes it inside all the way, somehow keeps possession, and it is staying with the Max as it hit off Percy's leg. Zachheim, Berdichev checking into the game, Roy, Roden checking out. Tavon Jones back into the game for the Bison along with Dominic Mello. So their top player coming back into the game. He had a pretty solid stint on the bench right there.
Yeah, I saw he went to the locker room. Hopefully he's okay. It was just a little nothing. But yeah, it should look for him to make an impact.
That mid-range shot no good from Moore. Now it's Mello. Ooh, he's got a handle. Jones. Percy. Berdichev on him. Duckworth, that ball hit off a foot. Nothing was called. So 10 seconds left on the shot clock and Daring's got to go. Jones. Tough step back 3. He gets fouled on it. Gav Landau fouled him.
Yeah, Jones kind of leaned into it there, but if you're Gav Landau, you got to be careful with Jones coming down, not to give 3 easy shots for Tavon Jones.
First shot is good. So what have you seen from the Max so far this game that has been going well?
Definitely the shooting. The shots are really falling. Shooting 64% from floor, 67% from 3. And the shots are falling. The ball movement in the beginning was good, but ever since like the 13-minute mark, it's been a little bit lackluster. They got to just be smarter with the basketball, stay patient on offense.
Jones goes 2 of 3 from the line, and here comes the full court press. But if there's anyone who could break it, it's Max Zachheim. Off to Landau. Dangerous pass to Orr. Jones tips it out of bounds and goes into the crowd.
Yeah, he didn't just lean in over there. I think he goes 3-4 rows into the stands.
Made sure everyone was okay. Tavon Jones, good sportsmanship, good player. Now it's Zachheim. Salmon, he's hit every shot he's had so far today. Zachheim twists his way inside, uses his right hand. A little sky hook off the window.
Yeah, he's so special inside like that, twisting and turning his way to the basket.
Percy responds. And that's how quick you got to get back, because this Nichols team, they love that transition, even off made buckets.
Yeah, last season they averaged 87.4 points per game. You don't do that by taking your time offensively.
Team in the Elite 8 last year as Orr gets his way inside, can't hit the bunny.
Yeah, they made it to an Elite 8 run. They lost a couple of their players, but with guys coming in like Michael Daring, they're still in good shape this year.
That 3 goes from Mello, and just like that, the Bison have their first lead of the ball game. In a game which has seen the Max shoot so efficiently, they find themselves down.
Yeah, well, ultimately it's come to just being lazy on offense with bad passes.
Foul off the ball.
And the Max just got to be smarter moving the ball. Kind of got bailed out on the foul between Daring and Zachheim. They've kind of been going at it all game.
Max, with their constantly moving offense, have seemed to bump into each other a few times today. Seem a little out of whack. They've been tested with a zone by a few teams this season, and it seems like maybe their man offense has gotten lost in the sauce a little bit.
Yeah. I think the adjustments from Coach Erickson have been working so far. The Max still trying to figure out. They prepared for a zone. Now with the man, they're still trying to figure things out.
Zachheim, here comes the double. Into Dotan, goes up strong, no good. Good contest by Percy, but Orr's got it. 4 seconds on the shot clock, never reset, although it did hit the rim. Orr will try his luck from deep. Can't get it to fall. Percy with a nice rebound.
Clock probably should have reset there. Nichols kind of caught a break. Elliot Steinmetz is not happy.
Mello, corner, Percy, extra pass, Duckworth.
Good closeout though, Tom.
Beautiful dish inside. Ball thrown up and in by Daring. Michael Daring. Showing what he's made of.
Yeah, like we said before, started over 50 games D1. He knows what he's doing against bigger guys inside. Interesting that they're playing him here with over 6 minutes to go. He's already got 3 fouls, does Daring. Interesting that Coach Erickson is leaving him in. Don't often see that.
Want to take this time to shout out all the viewers around the world. I know we got some people in Israel watching. My sister Libby watching from Israel, along with Nachi Rich, YU Max superfan. Hoping everyone's staying safe and enjoying this, what is a Sunday afternoon edition for us, but a Sunday night edition of Max basketball for them out there. Or wide open down low. Clear miscommunication by the Bison.
Yeah, Tavon Jones was not happy that he did not have any help down low, as no one within a mile of R.
Jones, step back. Dotan does well to close out, but it doesn't matter. And the celebration is epic.
Yeah, skipping and hopping his way back to the defensive side. Already up to 8 points for Tavon Jones, 2 of 2 from 3.
Zachheim gets fouled, he'll get 2 shots.
Another example of Zachheim driving inside. We've seen it a lot when sometimes the classical motion offense isn't working for the Max. Max likes to take it inside and really just show off what he can do.
Now I'm getting in trouble for shouting out some people in Israel and not others, so I'm just going to finish off here.
It's a dangerous game, Charlie.
Mayan Zachheim, obviously cousin of Max Zachheim, actually, who just hit that free throw. So apropos that I shout her out right now. And Julia Leibowitz watching along with her. So again, everyone in Israel watching Sunday night, we appreciate you tuning in. Also some other teams for the Max, for what Yeshiva, pardon me, in action today. The roller hockey team, 1-4-0 on the day, finishing their first half of the season at 10-1. So Yeshiva University athletics.
Yeah, the roller hockey team's been an exciting addition to the repertoire of different teams that the athletics department has for us. And there's obviously that famous video where they were able to put tefillin on one of the players from Syracuse.
Yeah, that was very cool.
It's always good to see, making an impact, not just on the court, but off of it.
Foul called on the layup. Karsik will go to the line for 2.
Landau not happy with the call.
So what have you seen from this Bison team on the offensive end?
They've played pretty well. They're moving the ball around. In the beginning, it was a little bit rough. Sometimes you see that. But the Bison coming from Massachusetts, probably on the bus for a while, still, kind of shaking things off. But ever since then, the ball movement's been really good. They've been driving inside pretty well. And they're getting to the free throw line, which is what they like to do.
Karsik going 1 of 2 from the line. Bison up 3 points, 4:45 to go in the first half. Zachheim drives, kicks out, open 3 for Dotan. Short.
Yeah, I don't mind him taking that there. He's proven he can hit those.
Jones right at Zachheim. No good. Dotan with the athletic grab on the rebound and gives it up. Now it's Zachheim dishing to Samet. He'll drive baseline. It gets blocked by the rim. Got a little too in tight there. Transition the other way. Blocking foul called. And Coach Steinmetz is livid.
Gav Landau, known to put his body on the line, really wanted to charge there. You see even Orson-Jevsky is like, come on, ref.
That's the 7th team foul, so it'll be a 1-and-1 for the Bison. Now, we had mentioned the question of the day earlier in the broadcast of who hit the Max's first shot in the Max Stern Athletic Center last season, as Mello hits the first free throw. The answer is Roy Ikovich. Roy Ikovich hit the first shot last year. Roy Ikovich, who just checked into the game right now.
Pretty apropos.
Yep, as that ball's hit away by Jones.
Yeah, it's easy to forget that at the beginning of last year, Max Zachheim got hurt in the first game, so he wasn't available for the first month or so of the season. You needed guys like Roy Ikovich. Obviously, we saw the emergence of Zevi Samet then. You know, other guys like Dotan really have to step up in Max's absence.
Samet to a cutting or blocked by Afkarsik. Back comes Kelly. Mello will slow it down. Afkarsik down low with a smaller Zevi on him. Zevi does nicely to alter the shot as Zachheim gets fouled from behind by Jones.
I don't think Jones meant to foul him there, but we keep seeing the Bison push the ball down the court. It's what they like to do, high-flying offense. They're on pace to score roughly 90 points. The Max are going to have to find some way to contain them if they want to win.
The Max defense has been an issue all season. Last night really illuminated their need to secure the defensive end of the basketball.
Yeah, and it's easy to say, you know, we won't be going against Spencer Friedman and Michael Savarino every night, but these guys for Nichols have a ton of D1 talent themselves.
As Roy off the feed from Samet.
It's a good find by Max to see Zevi down low. Led to the hoop.
Ball stolen by Roy, now it's Zachheim. Catches Mello going the wrong way. Floater with the right hand. He's so skilled when he gets inside. Yeah, not the tallest, but he's able to get the ball up there.
Yeah, just a beautiful finish from Max. Obviously extremely athletic and quick down the court. Kind of had Mello turned around the other way. Mello didn't even realize where he was.
Jones a little all over the place on that take. And here comes Roy. He's got Orr to his right. Gives it to Dotan. Back to Roy. Ball almost poked away. Orr open from three. Instead gives it down low to Samet. People wanted a foul. Nothing called.
It was a good cut by Zevi, and Max Stern Athletic Center kind of freaked out for a second. Thought there should have been a foul there. You're probably right.
Mello taking it at Samet. Zachheim on the help. Blocking foul and one. And a technical foul now on Coach Steinmetz.
That's a tough sequence for the Max. I think he was definitely set there. Maybe we'll get a replay, but I don't know, looked questionable and pretty easy tech from the refs on Coach Steinmetz.
We'll see the replay right here. We won't really see what happened. The referees, always the captains of composure.
We're going to see Dominic Mello go to the line, shooting 80% from the line this year. 2 of 2 today.
First shot up and good. Second one up and good. Now another, I believe, one shot coming. It's a 1-and-1 now. So if he hits the front end, he'll get a second. Jacob Roden checking into the game. Nettles checking back into the game. Nate Ducker checking into the game. Duckworth, pardon me. This will be 2 shots. It will be 2 shots, not a 1-on-1.
Yeah, it's a tough sequence here for the Max. If you get that charge, all of a sudden it's a 40-39 game. If you get the ball, now we're going to see Mello have the chance to extend the lead to 6 after the technical foul on Coach Steinmetz and the block called on Max Zachheim as he goes to take a seat.
I was confused. There was only one shot as the ball is stolen by Kelly. Outside It's Mello. He crosses. Ooh. Doing a lot with it. Kelly gets down low. Kick out. Duckworth. Too strong. Rebound goes to Samet. He looks to push. 2:22 to go here.
Max got lucky. A little bit of a busted coverage there.
Roden. Now to Roy. Mid-range jumper. Butter.
Yeah, I don't know if they didn't read the scouting report on Roy. He loves to take those mid-ranges. You can't leave him that open from there.
Duckworth. Swung now to Kelly. One hands it out to Mello. That's a deep three. Nothing but net, and calls a timeout.
Yeah, Dominic Mello, a transfer from Sacred Heart for these guys. He's a great defender, still figuring out his role, and he can hit in bunches. So hopefully, for Nichols, they're looking for him to hit a bunch over here.
1:46 to go here in the first half. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
Glimpse into the lives of 5 single modern Orthodox men and women navigating life, love, and religion in Jerusalem in the acclaimed television series from Israel, Pregame.
Welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. Bison lead by a score 48-41. The Max started off very hot. They've cooled down since. Bison's almost putting up 50 in this first half, have a very good chance of doing so. And it's been the Max defense all season long, which has failed them. They failed them last night, giving up 97 to NYU. And today looks more of the same, although it is hard to go back-to-back.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a challenge for the Max, especially the Motzei Shabbos games. You know, coming off of Shabbos, and then this game coming off of the Motzei Shabbos game. It can definitely be tiring.
Samet connects on a three.
Yeah, that's what you want to see if you're the Max.
He shot well tonight.
Yeah, he's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Hopefully he can keep that up for the rest of the game.
Kelly. With the Roden on him, here comes the double. And Samet with the steal. He's got Roy ahead of him. Loses it for a second. That'll be a blocking foul.
Yeah, I like the ref staying consistent there. Nichols wanted the charge, but if you're going to call the one on Max instead of the block, you got to call that one too.
Yep. And Roy will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
You know what they say, if you're going to be bad, at least be consistently bad.
These have all been tough. They're tough calls, the charge versus the block, as Roy can't connect on the front end.
Yeah, a lot of them are very hard to tell. It's, you know,
it's bang, bang, and again, consistency is key, and so far we've seen consistency from these referees.
Yep.
Jones, that's a deep three. Rims out. Nettles with the rebound, and it's going the Max way. He doesn't like the call.
Nettles cannot believe that there was no foul call there.
He's going to change the call. So the referee from the back saw it differently, overturns the call. I do believe they got this one right, although the Max fans will not be happy about it.
Yeah, that was definitely the right call there. Nettles was beside himself that they called it off him.
And now Nettles gets the offensive rebound and puts it up and in.
Yeah, like we said before, you really got to watch him on the offensive glass. It's just the size and the athleticism from him. You got to always know where he is.
3 seconds differential shot in game clock. 6-point game. Or takes it left. Blocking foul called. So a lot of blocks, not a lot of charges.
Yeah, maybe something to note for the players. No need to put the body on the line if the refs aren't going to call it.
Coach Erickson is not happy. Two shots coming for Ort. First one, no good.
That one wants a lane violation there, but I don't think he's going to get it.
Grasping at straws a little bit. Smiling, though. Always plays with so much personality. Hits the second. Shot clock turned off, 5-point game. Max need a stop right now. Get into the locker room, discuss. Bison looking to extend on their lead with 8. Jones gets called for a walk. It was a good help there by Berdichev, forcing Jones to walk with the basketball.
Yeah, when Jones looked up, I don't think he expected Eitan to be standing right there. Kind of lost his footing for a second. Let's see if the Max can capitalize on these last 6 seconds. Cut it to a 1-possession game.
Rodin into Berdichev. Rodin with 3 on the clock. He's going to pull deep 3. No good. That'll be all for the first half. Bison up 50-45. Quick commercial break. Or not so quick, but we'll be back for second half action. Like the halftime stats, don't go anywhere.
JBS, the Jewish Broadcasting Service, with a marvelous array of programming for anyone interested in Jewish life and the State of Israel. News, events, Jewish studies, movies. It's all on JBS, expanding Jewish understanding, celebrating all things Jewish.
My story started with a letter in the mail. I took my first steps in New York and felt the energy all around me.
I connected with my Rebbe on the first day of Shir.
My story was learning that the mitochondria is more than just the powerhouse of the cell.
I made my painting from scratch, like really from scratch.
My roommates came here from 4 different countries. We lit one menorah together.
My story was practice every night.
Chavruta every night.
Subway rides, city lights.
In my story, my name was in the headlines.
The bylines.
The University Museum.
My story was my internship at the Supreme Court.
Dancing with the Israeli flag in Times Square.
My story was participating in the only hackathon, not on Shabbat.
The Career Center found me my first job at a top business analytics firm.
My story was becoming best friends with my chavruta.
And holding that NCAA trophy.
My story started here.
My story is just beginning.
JBS, the Jewish Broadcasting Service, with a marvelous array of programming for anyone interested in Jewish life and the State of Israel. News, events, Jewish studies, movies. It's all on JBS, expanding Jewish understanding, celebrating all things Jewish. Glimpse into the lives of 5 single modern Orthodox men and women navigating life, love, and religion in Jerusalem in the acclaimed television series from Israel, Pregame.
My story started with a letter in the mail. I took my first steps in New York and felt the energy all around me.
I connected with my Rebbe on the first day of Shir.
My story was learning that the mitochondria is more than just the powerhouse of the cell.
I made my painting from scratch. Like, really from scratch.
My roommates came here from 4 different countries. We lit one menorah together.
My story was practice every night.
Chavruta every night.
Subway rides, city lights.
In my story, my name was in the headlines.
The bylines.
The University Museum.
My story was my internship at the Supreme Court.
Dancing with the Israeli flag in Times Square.
My story was participating in the only hackathon, not on Shabbat.
The Career Center found me my first job at a top business analytics firm.
My story was becoming best friends with my chavruta.
And holding that NCAA trophy.
My story started here.
My story is just beginning.
Glimpse into the lives of 5 single modern Orthodox men and women navigating life, love, and religion in Jerusalem in the acclaimed television series from Israel, Pregame. JBS, the Jewish Broadcasting Service, with a marvelous array of programming for anyone interested in Jewish life and the State of Israel. News, events, Jewish studies, movies. It's all on JBS, expanding Jewish understanding, celebrating all things Jewish.
Hello and welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. We are almost set for second half action. Right now the Nichols Bison lead the Yeshiva University Maccabees by a score of 50-45. And a reminder that this game is being broadcasted on Max Live as always on the Max Live YouTube channel and on MaxLive.com, but also for the first time live on JBS, the Jewish Broadcasting Service, a viewer-supported 24/7 cable television channel that celebrates Jewish learning, tradition, history, and culture. So we're excited to bring these games to the JBS viewers. Now, we have halftime stats, which are brought to you by Lekit Israel. Lekit Israel, rescuing nutritious surplus food for Israeli in need. Take it away, Yosef.
Yeah, so I think it starts with shooting the ball. Both teams shooting over 50% from both the field and three-point land. Zevi Samet 3 for 3 from 3 from the max. Tavon Jones 2 of 3 from beyond the arc for Nichols, as well as Dom Mello is 2 for 2. I think the other key stat is that the Bison are 13 of 15 from the free throw line, and I'm not even sure which one's more impressive, that they shot 15 free throws and a half or that they hit 13 of them. 86% from the line is very good is very good percentage, but at the same time the Max really need to limit that. The Bison have scored 50 points. That's really, if you want to find key stats, that's the key stat over here, that they're on pace to score 100, and the offense has been clicking for the Maccabees, but it's not going to help if the defense can't hold them to less than 100 points.
Yeah, it's interesting. They play a man defense, the Max. I don't think they're ever going to switch it, but it would be interesting to see if they try to, I guess, switch something up.
Yeah, we've seen them experiment with a zone here and there. I can't say it's early in the it's in its early stages. They're still working on hammering things out. Hasn't been super successful when they've gone to it, but in practices and things, they're trying to work it out, give them another alternative when teams are really beating the man.
All right, now, we didn't have the chance to go to him in the first half, but we have a chance at halftime to go to him, the third member of our crew, the best-dressed member of our crew, S.J. Tannenbaum. S.J.?
Thank you very much, Charlie. This past Tuesday was the March for Israel rally in Washington, D.C., where approximately 300,000 people, primarily Jews, gathered to show their support for Israel. That 300,000 figure was historic, as it was the largest gathering of Jews in American history. Yeshiva University sent the largest delegation to the rally, sending 44 buses, 2,500 people across 9 of its schools. The trip was also an opportunity for Coach Steinmetz to go with a majority of the basketball team, and the long trip was a great opportunity for him to bond with his players and show their shared support for Israel. Coach Steinmetz said, quote, I was happy that our guys went and that I went down and took the day off. Seeing the support in Achdus was very special. YU stands together with Israel. Back to you guys in the booth.
Yosef, I don't know about you, but I was also in Washington.
I was as well.
It was an unbelievable experience, eye-opening.
Yeah, definitely a memorable day.
I saw some of the basketball players out there. It was cool to see them and have them there.
Yeah, there's a cool picture going around. A couple of the guys. You got the Capitol in the background.
We're just about set to start second half action. The Macs are going to have to come out strong, going to have to figure it out on the defensive end of the floor, continue to be consistent on the offensive end. For the Bison, they're going to also have to get better defensively.
Yeah, from the Bison's perspective, 45 points for Yeshiva is not exactly what you're looking for.
Also noteworthy that Ty Rucker, number 2 for Nichols, he's been injured the whole season. He's a valuable asset to this team, so doing it without him is even more impressive. Again, this Nichols team made a run last year, showing why.
Ty Rucker, he's a special player. He's from the Bronx, so around here a little bit of a homecoming for him. He's ultra fast. He was their second leading scorer last season. He's just really a dynamic offensive player. And something else we like to see from him, he's got a 3.96 GPA.
Oh, wow.
He's missed 3 classes in 3 years at Nichols. So putting the student and student athlete.
I can't say I've done the same here at Yeshiva. Missing 3 classes in 3 years is Cal Ripken-like. All right, 20 minutes on the clock. Sunday afternoon game. Back end of the back-to-back. The Macs looking to come out of here with a win. And it's Max Zachheim. Gav Landau into the game. He started again. Roy coming off the bench. Orr open 3. Too strong. Jones with the rebound.
Good idea from Maury. Had a nice amount of space, just wasn't able to get the shot to fall.
Salmon on Duckworth. He'll go cross court. Mello wide open for three. Too short.
Yeah, that was a little bit reminiscent of last game. Drive, got the guy wide open in the corner. Lucky for the Max, it was not Michael Severino standing there.
Yeah. As Salmon tries the jumper. That's no good.
Don't know if I love the shot selection so early in the shot clock.
Karsick now off the Daring.
He's been a little quieter today, as Daring.
Jones with 10. Extra pass, Mello. Landau with the closeout. He'll try a mid-range jumper. That's no good. Both teams starting off a little cold to start the second half.
Yeah, sometimes we see that coming out of the locker room.
Or tried to dish it down low to Zevi, but Karsick got his arm in the way.
That was a good closeout by Karsick, just using that full wingspan of his to make sure that nothing was going to get past him.
Or inside to Berdichev, kick out Salmon, pumps, now pulls, and buries it.
Yeah, that's another wide open three for Zevi. I don't know how he keeps getting this open.
And you see Coach Erickson on the bench not happy. Ball almost lost there. Now it's Jones. He'll try a three. He gets fouled. That's the second time he's been fouled on a three. And he does a good job of putting out his legs or trying to show the ref what had just happened. Not going to have any luck with that.
Yeah, you know what? It's a little bit the way he jumps for those threes and how he lands. He lands very forward, but that's something you just got to be aware of when you're defending him, that he's going to land forward, and I need to let him land. Otherwise, he's going to get three free shots at the line.
Yeah, a bit of a tongue twister there.
Yeah. His first time up, he hit 2 of 3. Let's see if he can do that as he hits the first.
Too strong on the second. Jones has 11 points on the game, looking for his 12th.
And this is going to be his 6th free throw attempt of the game. A little bit short of the 11, but he's still got plenty of time to make sure that number doesn't go down. It's going to be on the Max to make sure that that number stays as close to 6 as possible.
Here comes the press from the Bison. Landau off to Zachheim. Zachheim so good with his balance. Throws the ball away. Beautiful play by Jones, who goes diving into the sidelines. We hope he's okay. He looks to be hurt. Scary scene here. We're going to go to a commercial break.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
All right, welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. Tavon Jones walking off the court. Seems to be okay for now. Probably going to get tested for a concussion. He hit his head pretty hard. He's a tough guy. He made a great play there.
Yeah, it's always good to see guys, get up, walk off on his own power like that. Hate to see when guys get hurt.
Here comes Mello. Berdichev on him. Duckworth daring. Down low off Karsick. Strong reverse layup and one. Jason off Karsick. They'll go to the line.
Eitan was a little bit late on the help there, wound up bouncing off Karsick. Very strong play by him to keep his balance and make sure that shot went in.
He's so long. He was on one side of the hoop and used his longies on the other side.
Yeah.
Throws it up and in. Foul shot. Rolls home. And Coach Erickson calling for the press. His team does not oblige. As it's Berdichev. Still Berdichev, now gets it off to Samet. Swung to Orr. Creates space, that's a long 2. Duckworth. Off Karsic, trailing. Mello. Goes cross. Forwards it inside to Karsic. Beautiful pass and finish. And Coach Steinman's going to call a timeout. Bison are up 9. What an open to this second half, pardon me, for Nichols.
Yeah, a little bit of a busted coverage there by the Max. Can't leave the guy open under the hoop, especially after the play before where he bodied through Dotan to get the and-1.
This will be a reminder, the next home game for your men's basketball team will be Sunday, November 26th.
We're going to keep it here. Now the second half, we spoke about how things were going to have to tighten up on the defense, but the offense has been lackluster to begin.
Yeah, the offense has been a little inconsistent this half. But I think it really goes back to the defense still. It's just they got to find some way to stop this Nichols offense. 57 points, 23 minutes into the game. The last 23 minutes of last game, they gave up 63 points. They're going to have to find a way to prevent the ball from going into the basket if they want to win any of these games.
Max to inbound the ball. Underneath the hoop, it'll be Landau. Full court press here by the Bison. Get it into Zachheim, and he scurries. Now he pulls back. Landau, cross court Orr, down low Berdichev. Back out Zachheim. Goes right off Karsic, gets called for the foul. Looked like he might have stayed in front of him there, but Maccabees get bailed out, and Zachheim will go to the line for 2.
Off Karsic didn't like the call, but at the end of the day, that's what these refs are calling. We saw it a lot in the first half. If there's any kind of contact, they're going to call it on the defensive player. So if you're off Karsic, you got to just be a little bit more careful than usual on that play.
Zachheim good on the first. Zachheim didn't have a great game last night. 2 games ago against the Mount St. Mary Knights, though, he played unbelievably well.
Yeah, almost a career game for him. 25 points, 9 rebounds, 5 steals. Really just doing everything right for the Max. And then last night, despite the shot not being able to fall, he was still able to get his teammates with 7 assists. So he's always able to contribute in some way.
Oh, Samet went for the steal. Mello. 3 no good. Ball will roll out of bounds. And here comes the press. Berdichev handling the ball. Cross court to Landau. Or cutting Berdichev, uses his left hand up and in.
Yeah, that's the negative of playing the press. Sometimes your defenders can get stuck in the backcourt.
Offensive foul. That'll be on off Karsic. No, pardon me, it's going to be called off the ball. So that'll be on Daring.
And that's 4 fouls for Daring. You got to imagine he's going to take a seat here.
Good to see Tavon Jones checking back into the game. Maccabees coming out of that timeout, going on a little run here.
And hopefully with Daring off the floor, they can continue that run.
Berdichev. Or goes inside, uses his left hand, flips it up and in.
It's a good job by Orr using his size on the smaller Duckworth.
Jones, that'll be 2 shots, blocking foul call on Berdichev. So Jones, right off the bench after that scary injury, seems to be doing just fine, taking it hard to the glass and drawing the foul.
Yeah, and as we said, that's what he likes to do. He likes to drive. He likes to get to the line. We were talking to Coach Erickson. He's actually trying to improve that. He's hovered around roughly 70% for his career from the line. They're trying to improve that as he hits the first one. So now he's up to 5 for 7 from the night.
Roy Ikovich checking into the game. Dotan Berdichev taking a seat. Both shots good. Nettles checking into the game for Nichols. Karsic played well. To begin the second half, he'll take a seat.
Yeah, and we see Nichols putting in the rim protector in Nettles once Dotan goes to the bench.
Now it's Landau. Roy. Or deep three, that's short. Didn't look good out of the hand.
Yeah, that's one of those from Orr. He has a couple of those each game where if he hits them, you know, it's exciting, but if not, you kind of question the shot selection.
Jones doesn't know where it is. Now he's got it. Now it's Brent Kelly. Here comes the double. Gets through it himself. Beautiful pass down low. Duckworth no good on the finish. Nettles cleans it all up.
Once again, another offensive rebound for Nettles. That's going to be his fourth of the game. Max really got to be careful, and especially with Dotan off the floor, someone's got to step up and just put a body to him.
Tossed inside. Roy, he likes that shot. Can't get this one to fall. So he's hit a couple of them. He's missed a couple of them. That mid-range free throw line extended foul shot. Beautiful pass behind the back. Extra pass made. Duckworth way too strong on the three, but Mello with the rebound.
Great passing on that sequence by Nichols. And if you're the Max, you can't let the 6-foot Mello get that board.
Jones now does his best to get inside, throw it up and in. And the Maccabees look a little bit asleep right now.
Yeah, sometimes sometimes you can see this on the second end of a back-to-back. 2 games under 24 hours is always hard. But it's still a 10-point game here, and they cannot fall asleep now.
Zachary with the big answer from downtown.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. If he can get going from beyond the arc, could spell good things for the Maccabees.
Nettles now. Looks like the Macs have gone into a zone. Spoke about this earlier. 3-pointer. That's good. Let's see the celly. There it is.
Another great celly from Tavon Jones. Another great play from Nichols basketball. As we've seen the Macs struggle a little bit when they go to zone. Communication there just wasn't there.
Beautiful pass inside to Roy, who couldn't hit the bunny. Back comes the Bisons and Kelly with his left hand. And things quickly going from bad to worse for the Macs.
Yeah, that's what they like to do, high-flying transition offense. The Macs are going to have to take care of the basketball, because if you don't, Nichols is going to make you pay.
Or head down, throws it off the back iron. He gets his own rebound, flips it up and in.
Smart of Orr to take advantage of the mismatch on the smaller Kelly, and just the never quit attitude, pulling that board and putting it back up.
Jones, that's a deep three. He's got it. Another one. Tavon Jones. He's got 22. And we spoke about him leading into this matchup. Macs have not done a good enough job against him defensively. As Samet catch and shoot from the corner. He responds.
Samet, who was the defender on the Jones 3, answering with one of his own.
He's got 19 now to lead all Macs. Nettles just has so much size on Landau down low.
Yeah, he had almost a foot there. And even though Gov's a linebacker, Nettles is a tight end.
Or that's a three. He connects.
Another example of the Macs just being able to find the open shooter beyond the arc. Responding with another shot there. It's been really back and forth these past couple possessions.
And I think the Maccabees wanted a timeout there, but didn't get the call because the Bison inbounded the ball so quickly. This corner, that's Mello. Short.
Might have hit the stanchion there.
Max basketball. And in comes Ben Haber, probably for rebounding purposes. Gov Landau taking a break.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would assume Gov would take a seat just because of the size. Although we see Nettles going to the bench now that the Macs bring in some better interior defenders.
Percy checking into the game. The freshman, we highlighted him earlier. Also number 20 coming in, Ethan Minerick. Samet catches. Off to Orr. Roy, that's a three. No good, didn't look true. And here comes Kelly. Salmon got his hands in the way. Who wants it more? It's Kelly. Down low, Jones all over the place. Somehow it ends in a Tavon Jones and one.
Max got caught watching on that play. Tavon Jones just would not quit on the basketball. Got it back, lost it, got it back, and then was able to put it up. Max got to do a better job of securing the basketball and not letting Jones get to the line for an and one.
Jones cannot make it a three-point play, so the lead stays at 10 for the Bison. 10:50 to go here in the basketball game. Berdichev. Dribble handoff to Zevi. Dangerous pass to Haber. He's got a head of steam. He throws it up, no good. Roy cleans it up. An athletic finish.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about for Max, just not quitting on the play. It's good awareness by Roy to find the basketball and put it back in.
That ball almost poked away. Jones twists his way inside, throws it up, can't get it to fall. Berdichev skies for the board. And here comes Zakon. Crosses, gets his way into the lane. No good, try to put a little English on it. Back comes Kelly, back and forth we go. Transition basketball, blocked by Berdichev. But Percy gains possession for the Bison and they'll reset it.
A little bit of a crazy sequence back and forth. But that's what Nichols like to do.
And here comes the defense chance from the Max crowd. Daring blow by, tough pass to handle down low, and Haber's got it. From his knees, gives it up to Zakon. He'll dribble up the court. Berdichev thought about a deep three, thought better of it.
Yeah, similar to last night, they'll probably give him that shot most of the shot clock. No reason to take it so early.
Foul going to be called on the ground. It's going to go on number 20, Minarek.
Yeah, Ethan Minarek, he's a high IQ player. When we spoke to Coach Erickson, I asked him what his thoughts were on Ethan Minarek, and he just said shooter, shooter, shooter. He's struggling a little bit this year. He ended his high school career, he's a freshman. He, interestingly enough, ended his high school career with back-to-back-to-back 30-point performances. So he definitely knows what it takes to win.
Dotan uses his length, looking like Jokic. Kelly. It's Daring. He's got four fouls, pardon me. Something to look out for. Maybe the Max look to attack him. A steal for the Max. Dotan cutting Roy. Foul will be called. That'll be on Mello.
Yeah, going back to that point of Michael Daring, it's very interesting to see him in the game with 4 fouls, up 6 points for the Bison. I understand what Coach Erickson is trying to do, trying to, have them pull away a little bit, and it's not like Daring's having a career game tonight with only 5 points on 2 of 6 shooting. But still, he's one of your best players. Putting him out now, the risk of whistle-happy refs is not, it's a little bit of a questionable move.
It's a beautiful rebound there by Percy. Daring's got the ball. Max haven't really attacked him so much on the offensive end. Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Haber. A little overzealous. 6-point game. Both teams high-flying offenses. Defense hasn't really been a thing today.
Yeah. And that's kind of the game that Nichols want to play. That's, that doesn't work as well for the Max. The Max kind of just like playing in the half court. Wow.
Michael Daring really skied for that. Almost threw down the alley-oop. Instead, he'll get 2 shots.
That's going to be Dotan's 4th. Excuse me, they called that on Zevi.
Effie Freundlich looking to check back into the game. As always, we want to thank our Max Live sponsors. If you would like to become a sponsor, email us at yumaxlive@gmail.com or DM us on Instagram. Quick shout out down to Zakheim. watching from Washington, D.C.
Still at the rally?
Tavon Jones checks into the game. Lead up to 8 for the Bison. Effie Freundlich into the game for the Maccabees. See if they could get him involved. He's extremely athletic.
Yeah, he's really athletic. He's a good shooter. We saw some highlight blocks from him last season. He's seen the court in only limited minutes this year, but let's see if he can get going from as in catch and shoot.
Roy. Berdichev. He'll take it himself off one leg. Beautiful move. And you'd like to see the confidence by Dotan. He's been pulling up from outside, but he could really put the ball on the deck and get to his spot on the interior.
Yeah, at 6'6", that's a nice putback from Percy. At 6'6", he can really operate both inside and outside, and it's good to see the confidence from him. Once he gets his confidence up, the shots should start to fall both inside and outside.
That shot's good. That's Roy.
That's his shot that he likes. He's been struggling a little bit today, but hopefully he can string a couple together as the lead is now 6 for Nichols.
3 open. Short. Jones with the rebound. He falls down. That should probably, oh, they called it a bobble, so it'll be a jump ball. It'll be Bison basketball. 3 was no good. It was Daring who shot it.
It was a good job by Tavon Jones, not Tavon Austin, but Tavon Jones to sky for that board, and it's a great awareness by Max to not quit on the play and get that block in.
Effie with the close. No good on the shot. Here comes Orr. He just checked into the game. Passes it down low to Zachheim. Haber, Freundlich. Freundlich puts the ball on the deck. And Zachheim will reset. Oh, had maybe Freundlich. Dangerous pass. Orr open for 3. Too strong. Zachheim with the board. He's open for 3. Just sort of found himself there and connects. So a lapse in, I guess, communication by the Bison, just leaving Zachheim wide open after he grabbed that rebound.
Yeah, they saw Zachheim looking for the pass, so they moved to defend the pass without realizing there was no one to defend the shot. All of a sudden, Max looks at the basket. He's wide open.
A 3-point game. Oh, strong take by Daring. Michael, so he didn't have a great first half, but he's turned it up here of late.
Yeah, that's what they've been missing from him. It's been a little bit of a Tavon Jones show here, but Michael Daring reminding us not to forget how good he is also.
Freundlich couldn't corral it down low. Zachheim still with it. It'll be off of him.
Yeah, Max have to be smarter with the basketball, or he's got to see the guy coming down underneath. Probably had a better shot with Ben Haber in the corner than with Freundlich over the middle of the court.
So Haber and Freundlich both taking seats now. Zevi and Dotan checking back into the game. 5-point game, just under 6 minutes to go. And what's been an entertaining Sunday afternoon affair between 2 very good offensive teams. Daring goes right at Max. Foul will be called on Zachheim on the ground. That'll be Yeshiva's 7th foul, so it'll be a 1-and-1.
Nichols is a team that really likes to get to the line. They do a lot of damage from there, with the Max already being at 1-and-1. Something you got to be aware of. Daring being a 73% shooter from the line. It's 3 for 3 today so far.
Cannot connect on the front end. So the Maccabees keep the deficit at 5. Roy. Underhand scoop layup. He'll get fouled by Percy, so 2 shots coming.
Yeah, he thought about the shot there, realized it probably wasn't the best move, drove inside on Percy. And I just want to shout out the curly red hair matchup we got with Percy Manning Roy.
You see the replay hair here. That was not meant to be punny. That was a mistake. First shot by Roy is good. Just going to take this time to shout out every single Zach I'm watching this game.
Got to cover your bases.
Yep. Cheering on Max. So we have Mac watching the Max. He's the OG Maccabee. Timeout by Yeshiva. That'll be a full timeout, and with that, we have the pleasure of sending it down to the third member of our crew, SJ Tannenbaum. SJ?
Thank you very much, Charlie. Fans, let's talk a little bit about Tavon Jones, the star player of the Nichols Bison. We're happy he's doing all right after a nasty fall. But as the star player, Tavon is just happy to be playing basketball at the same college 2 years in a row. Coach Brock Erickson let us know that Tavon is originally from Linden, New Jersey, and had originally committed to playing after high school for Odessa College. Due to the season being cut short due to COVID, Tavon switched to Northern Illinois, but then got hurt and was forced back into the transfer pool. Coach Erickson let us know, but after that, after getting hurt, Tavon then came back and found his home here with the Nichols Bison. Coach Erickson also let us know that Tavon loves telling the younger players how much he appreciates playing basketball and that they shouldn't take every second they have playing basketball on the court in this conference and in this league for granted. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, SJ. As always, looking fresh at Sideline Suits. Follow him. Three-point game, 5:33 to go. On a Sunday matinee between the Nichols Bison and the Yeshiva University Maccabees. Tavon Jones, as SJ was talking about, he's been extremely good. Clearly loves the game of basketball, plays with swagger, with personality. Does not take it for granted. And he gets fouled by Roy and will go to the line. He's been at the line, it seems like, all day today.
Yeah, he's 6 of 9 from the line so far. This is going to be a 1-on-1. He's roughly a 70% shooter. Let's see if he can make it true 70% on the first one. And at 5:15 to go, you know, 3-point game. I think we, in honor of Sunday Red Zone, I think we've officially reached the witching hour, of
nice.
today's game.
Guess that would make us Scott Hansen's. First free throw is good. And both free throws good. So, lead back up to 5. Let's see how the Macs respond. Or, that was a tough pass. Jones slips. Timeout called. That was a little scary. Jones has been everywhere today. Flying all over the court. Already ran into the stands a couple of times. Timeout by the Bison. Quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. 5 minutes to go. 83-78. Yeshiva looking to come back and trying not to lose their second straight game here on their home floor.
Yeah, it's been a really back-and-forth second half. Down 5 with 5 to go. The Macs are really going to have to take care of the basketball. Late in this second half, we've seen some questionable passes from the Macs. They really got to get that under control if they want to close this one out.
Radichev comes to double Jones, but he finds himself open, hesitates inside, kicks out. Mello. Jones. Beautiful dish inside to Percy. Foul called. That'll go on Roy. See the replay here. Little hesitation. Percy hits the first. Tavon Jones kind of having his way right now. Just blowing by defenders. He's 4 or 5 from outside. 8 for 11 from the free throw line. 4, 2 and 2. Rebounds, steals, the blocks. And he's doing this all while getting hurt in the middle of the game.
Yeah, he's been really electric for Nichols. Just pretty much everything going right for him. Every time he touches the ball, the Macs got to be on high alert.
And now it's up to the Macs and their star players to try to will them to victory. You see Tavon Jones on one end doing it, and the Mac stars do it on the other end. Zevi Salmon falling away. That was a tough shot. Zachheim with the board. What a play to Salmon, who cuts and throws it up and in. Max Zachheim with an extremely athletic save and pass.
Yeah, that was a great find by Max Zachheim, kind of just trying to throw it in. Saw Zevi wide open, and it's a tough play by Zevi getting down and hitting that layup.
That was big. Mello. Daring. He's had 4 fouls for a while. Zachheim went down. Duckworth gets his way inside. Mello, tough 3, that was blocked. That'll be a 30-second shot clock violation.
Great defensive possession there by Yeshiva. Nowhere to go for Nichols with the basketball.
Coach Erickson wanted a foul call on that 3. .330 to go here. Berdichev. He's been good. He gets his way inside. No good on the layup. Percy up to Duckworth. Zachheim chasing him down. Can't get the block. He really got up there. Layup goes. Interesting.
Yeah, with the clock running.
Little charade going on there.
Mello kind of just standing over the ball.
Oh, dangerous pass to Zevi. He caught it though. Crosses. Or deep 3, big shot. Back iron. Roy with the rebound. Zevi open cross court. Catches, pumps, now pulls it. Short, you don't often see that. Everyone expected that basketball to go in. Had Orr underneath for an open layup. Decided to shoot it instead. I don't hate the shot. But unfortunately for the Maccabees, the lead or the deficit stays at 6.
Yeah, that's a shot that Zevi should take every time. Just got unlucky there, couldn't get it to fall. It's actually 5 of 6. That's his first miss from 3.
Duckworth spins away from Berdichev. Now Daring, open 3, 9-point game. That hurts.
Yeah, you can't leave Daring open like that.
Zachheim gets his way inside. No good on the layup. Jones. Daring, he just hit one. No good on the second one. And back comes Zachheim. The Red Rocket gets fouled in transition as now Zevi hits the 3.
A good foul by Nichols to prevent exactly that from happening. This game has kind of just really been back and forth. But with 148 down 9, the Macs really got to do something here. They can't let this be an empty possession.
Nettles checking in, Percy checking out. Percy played really well. Again, the freshman.
Yeah, it's not very often we see a freshman make such an impact, especially for such high-powered programs like Nichols. Really speaks to the abilities of Percy.
Foul and 1. Big play by Zevi Salmon. He's got a chance to cut the lead to 6.
And that's what we were talking about. Can't allow this to be a empty possession, and Zevi potentially making it a 3-point possession with that strong finish.
That'll go on Daring. That's his 5th.
Yeah.
So that's doubly as big because he's been really good in the second half.
Yeah, he started off the game pretty slowly, but he had that dagger 3 before. He had a couple other big moments. Let's see if the Macs can take advantage of the fact that Daring will no longer be in the game.
He'll finish with 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Not a bad day's work for Michael Daring. A little confusion here. Kelly checking into the game for him.
And for Daring, it was one of those days the shot wasn't really falling for him. He was only 1 of 4 from 3, 4 of 10 from the field. But like we saw from Max the other night, just finding other ways to make an impact. 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Really just a good all-around player for them.
Zevi no good on the free throw. Max need to stop. Crowd pretty quiet here. As Jones drives by, gives it inside to Kelly. No good on the layup. Still has it. Looked like he walked with it. That 3 from Duckworth. No good. Nettles with the rebound. Back out to Duckworth. Fresh 20 seconds. Duckworth traverses his way inside. Throws it to Jones, but gets called for a charge. After a day where it looked like we didn't know what a charge was.
Yeah, the charge call could not have come at a better time for the Max, as Max, known for taking those charges, really put his body on the line over there, and let's see if Yeshiva can capitalize.
7-point game. Ball gets inbounded to Zevi. Mello on him. Beautiful pass inside to Zachary. Uses his offhand. Timeout Maccabees. 5-point game. That was 59.7 to go.
That was a great pass by Zevi. Put a little extra mustard on it to make sure it didn't get stolen, and Max ran under the hoop. That's a money shot.
The Max are going to have to look. Are going to have to focus on their box out here. Obviously, Nettles is probably the tallest player on the court.
Yeah, we saw Nettles with another offensive rebound. He's up to 5 offensive rebounds. 2-possession game a minute to go. Max cannot afford to give Nichols second chances on the glass.
So once again, it's been a high-scoring affair. The Max always seem to get involved in these kind of games. Their offense is so high-flying. Their defense not up to par just yet. Again, early on in the season, they've played some tough opponents.
Yeah, and that really speaks to the strength of Yeshiva and their past. We weren't necessarily looking to play such great teams before we got Coach Steinmetz and all these great players. Now with the growth of the basketball program, we've got good teams like Nichols, who was an Elite 8 team. We got NYU. We got Hope coming up later in the year, St. Joe's. These teams that before wouldn't have wanted to play us. It's just not enough of a challenge. Now Yeshiva is really looking to increase that strength of schedule, and iron sharpens iron, and hopefully it'll help Yeshiva play better within Skyline and potentially within the NCAA tournament if they're able to get there.
5-point game, exactly 1 minute on the clock. Tavon Jones. Oh, dangerous pass. It felt like it was up there for a while. Press broken, and Bellows with the easy finish. Pardon me, that's Mello. And Dotan steps over the line. That's a turnover. That is going to be hard to come back from for the Maccabees.
Yeah, that's a really tough break for the Max. They really got to get a steal here, maybe even a quick foul. May already be thinking that at this point. Down 7 points with 45 to go.
Jones cross court. That's Duckworth. Kelly.
Just playing keep away over here.
7 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to have to go. Wide open Percy down low. He'll finish off the glass. 9-point game.
That was exactly what you did not want to see from the Max.
That's got to be something.
I think they're going to call a tech on.
We'll see what gets called here. I think it's going to be a delay of game warning.
Yeah, that's the second time we saw Mello kind of standing on top of the ball. This time it didn't even make sense. The clock wasn't running. But that's a warning. Next time it's probably going to be shots. But going back to the previous point, that's exactly what you do not want to see if you're the Max. They basically wasted the entire shot clock and still got the points. Max are going to have to hurry here.
Or tries his luck from deep. He gets that to go.
Bad man.
They're going to have to get a steal, or they're going to have to foul. Here comes the trap. It's going to be timeout called by the Bison.
Smart timeout by Coach Erickson.
The Max fans not happy with the way things have gone today, pardon me. Showing some frustration. So what the Max are just going to have to foul, assumedly, or try to go for a steal right away.
Yeah, there's no other path at this point. If you can't get a steal on the inbound pass, you basically just have to foul. With Daring off the court, you got to assume they're going to try to that Nichols is going to try to get the ball to either Mello or Tavon Jones. But they got a couple guys. Right, Mello's 5 for 5 today. Off Karsik is 2 for 3. Nettles is 2 for 2. Kelly's 2 for 2 from the line. Jones obviously is 8 of 11. But any of those guys, if they can get, if the Max can
foul them. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for the Maccabees to finish off this game on top. Although that was a big shot by Orr.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit too little, too late. Although we were speaking about pregame, how the Macs were going to need all 3 of their big 3 to step up, and they really have today. Samet's got 23, Zachheim 23, Sanjevsky with 20. It's really a good showing from the Macs offensively. It's just defensively, they got to work a couple things out. Back-to-back 90-point performances, or giving up 90 points. It's not ideal going forward.
Ball goes to Jones. He'll get fouled immediately. That'll be the 10th team foul, so 2 shots coming.
And that's going to be another thing to watch for the Macs. That's Orr's 4th. Dotan has 3. Zachheim has 3. Roy has 3. If anyone's fouling, you probably want it to be Zevi, but at this point it may not even matter.
So 2 free throws coming, trying to make it a 3-possession game. Pavon Jones hits the first and does just that.
Yeah, that may be it for the Maccabees.
Second free throw, same result. Mac's gonna have to run. 15 seconds left. Salmon almost loses it. Now try a tough 3, no good. That'll do it as Pavon Jones skies for the rebound. Jump ball gonna be called, it'll stay with the Macs. But it's not gonna matter as the Bison come into Yeshiva on a Sunday afternoon. Are gonna have beaten them. The question is just what's gonna be the final score as Zachheim gets fouled and one.
Nice play by Zachheim. Forcing Melo to commit a foul, and that's something that Melo's been working on. He's averaging 5 turnovers per game, and today he had 0. It's another great little under-the-radar performance from him, but he's also been a key piece for this Nichols team.
Free throw is good. 5-point game. Inbounded to Jones. He gets fouled. And he'll just look to salt this one away. I want to thank everyone who made this production possible. Our executive producer, Eitan Traurig. Our other executive producer, Zevi Pancer. Director, David Raviv. Assistant producer, Zeke Zwelling. And our camera people, Jarret, Lazarus, Zachary, Srulovich, Naomi, Klinghoffer, and Yosef, Bluth. Also want to thank JBS once again, our new television partner that's working along with us at Max Live to deliver nationwide television and streaming to audiences worldwide. Zevi's going to put up a shot at the buzzer here, and he'll hit it. So the final score will be Bison 97, Yeshiva 92. That's 2 straight losses for the Macs. The weekend did not go as they had hoped. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and be back with the post-game show.
Into the lives of 5 single modern Orthodox men and women navigating life, love, and religion in Jerusalem in the acclaimed television series from Israel, Pregame.
Hello and welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center, where today's game just ended with the Max falling to Nichols by a score of 97-92, the second straight day or / night that they've given up 97 points. And Yosef, what are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, you said it right there. That's really the story of the game. You're not going to win too many putting up 97. The Max played pretty well offensively. They shot the ball 50% from 3, 52% from the field. Nice to see. They were led by the big three. Zachary had 26, Sam had 25, or had 20. But it really just comes down to the defense and the defensive and on the defensive end. You got to be better than giving up 97 points. Doesn't matter if you're playing NYU, Nichols, or anyone in Skyline. If you give up 97, you're not going to win.
Well, for Yosef Silver, I'm Charlie Bendheim. Thank you all for joining us today. It was a fun day of basketball. Unfortunately, the result was not what maybe we had hoped. But nonetheless, we thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of your Sunday and a good week ahead of you.